Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to break down how to form an LLC. We're going to take what feels like this super complex legal process and turn it into a simple, actionable plan for your business. So, you've got a business idea, right? But where do you even begin? For millions of entrepreneurs, that first real step is creating a legal structure. And let's be honest, it can feel totally overwhelming. So, let's dive right into that. We'll start with the biggest question of all. Why an LLC? I mean, with all the options out there, what makes this one so special? Well, it really comes down to two huge things: business armor and tax flexibility. Okay, so the number one reason, and this is a big one, is liability protection. See, if you're just a sole proprietor, there's literally no legal difference between you and your business. If the business gets sued, you get sued. An LLC, though, it creates this legal wall. Think of it like armor for your personal life. Your home, your car, your savings, they're shielded from business debts and lawsuits. But it's not just about protection. An LLC gives you some serious tax flexibility. Out of the box, it's what they call a pass-through entity. Basically, the profits just pass right through to you, so you avoid that dreaded double taxation. But here's the cool part. As your business grows, you can actually choose to be taxed as an S-Corp, which could end up saving you a ton of money. All right, so now that you know why you need one, let's talk about the how. Before you file a single piece of paper, you need a blueprint. We're going to cover 3 crucial decisions you've got to make right up front. First up, where do you file this thing? You've probably heard people talk about states like Wyoming or Delaware, right? They're known for privacy, but honestly, for about 90% of new businesses, the best move is to just form the LLC right in your home state. It makes taxes and all that annual paperwork so much simpler. Next, your business name. And this is more than just branding. It's a legal thing. You've got to make sure it's unique in your state. A quick search on your state's website will tell you. And don't forget to add LLC or LLC to the end. Oh, and here's a pro tip for you. Think about a more neutral name. JS Enterprises instead of JS Construction gives you room to grow or even pivot later on without a bunch of legal headaches. And the last piece of the blueprint, you need a registered agent. What's that? It's basically your LLC's official point of contact. If the state needs to send you important legal or tax documents, this is who they send it to. Now, you can be your own registered agent. It's free, which is great. But, and this is a big but, your personal name and address become public record. For a lot of people, that's a hard no. A professional service usually costs between $50 and $300 a year, and it keeps all your personal info private. It's a trade-off, for sure. Okay, blueprint's done. Now it's time to actually lay the foundation. This is where we get into the 2 key documents that officially make your business a real thing. First up, you have to file your articles of organization. Just think of this as your business's birth certificate. You fill out a form on your Secretary of State's website, pay a fee, and once they approve it, boom, your LLC is officially born. The second document is something you don't file with the state, but it is absolutely crucial. Seriously, ask any expert. They'll tell you that skipping this is one of the biggest mistakes a new business owner can make. We're talking about the operating agreement. This is your internal rulebook. It lays out how everything works. And you might be thinking, I'm a one-person show, do I really need this? Yes, you absolutely do. It's the document that proves to banks or anyone else that your business is a legitimate, separate thing. It's what keeps that business armor strong. All right, your LLC is officially formed. That's awesome. But now we need to get its vitals in order so it can, actually do business. First things first, you need an EIN. That's an employer identification number. And this slide says it perfectly. It's basically a social security number for your business. You need it for pretty much everything. Taxes, banking, hiring people, you name it. Okay, listen up, because this is super important. You should never pay for an EIN. Ever. You'll see all these websites trying to charge you for it, but it's a total scam. It is 100% free, easy, and instant if you just go straight to the official irs.gov website. So, you've got your approved articles of organization. You've got your new EIN. What's next? Your next stop is the bank. And this step, it is completely non-negotiable. This is what keeps that liability shield intact. Here's why. You cannot, I repeat, cannot mix your personal and business money. It's called commingling, and it's a massive red flag. If you do that, a court can decide to pierce the corporate veil. That's a fancy way of saying they can just ignore your LLC and come after your personal assets. So a separate business bank account isn't just a good idea, it's essential. Plus, it makes tax time way, way less of a nightmare. So your business is built, it's up and running, but the work's not totally done. Now we have to talk about maintenance. Keeping your LLC strong year after year means handling a little bit of ongoing compliance. Staying compliant is really all about hitting your deadlines. You can see a typical first year here. The big one for most people is that annual report you have to file with your state. If you miss these deadlines, you could face penalties. Or even worse, the state could just dissolve your LLC. All that hard work? Gone. So really, it all boils down to these few key things. You gotta file those annual reports, pay the renewal fees, get your taxes done, and just make sure all your info, like your registered agent, is always up to date. It's just a little bit of upkeep, but it's what keeps that business armor of yours polished and working. And that's really it. You've got the whole blueprint now, from that initial idea all the way to a fully compliant legal business. The foundation is set, so the only question left is, what are you going to build on top of it?